Alright, on Thursday, Fast Eddie here, the house build. Guys moved out here to the front porch. They're putting the framing up for the ceiling. We're going to use a PV ceiling up out here too. This should probably eat up most of what we have, I think, between this and the bedroom. That will that'll be the end of that. And then we're going to go to, I think, the hardy board upstairs. I don't know if we're going to do any fancy designs like this upstairs, maybe in the TV room, huh? But the bedrooms will just be flat ceilings. So that's what we got going on here. We were a couple guys down short, Ryan and Naldo. They had a death in their family. One of their cousins passed away, so they may have to have gone up to back to their hometown, little Bohol. So anyway, so they got some rendering out here, not plastering. Rendering. Plastering is what you do on the inside of the house with plaster. Rendering is what you do out here with concrete, cement. So cement and sand. So they're getting that done in here, and got this walls all finished up here. And now they've started working on this other side, which they probably should be able to finish up 2 more days. They got Friday and Saturday. They should be able to finish up, I don't know, at least these flat areas, and maybe start working on the columns. We'll have to go inside and see what they got going on in there. But I saw Oscar. He's one of our young laborer. He was trying to learn how to do it today down here. He was working on this spot down here, which is good to see. You know, you gotta increase your skills, make yourself more marketable. So there's more jobs for you, and I like to see that. It's good. The water pipe's got a little cattywampus here. I don't know what happened. They were taking down the scaffolding here, and they just kind of bowed out. They're all just temporary. There's going to be a staircase, obviously, coming down right here. So we're going to have to redo all this water line and everything. And there'll be probably a good, 8 to 10 inch high patio or walkway poured through this whole area right here. So I'm not too worried about anything in here. We'll just have this right. There won't be any vegetation or anything at all. It's going to be a washing machine here too, and we'll probably have a pump for going into the house to increase the water pressure somewhere along this line here. The sewer lines will be buried here, and the water supply lines will probably be buried as well. So this will kind of be a utility area over here. Inside the house, let's see what happened. There's not. I showed you the front there. Let me see if they did anything upstairs. I know they were still working on rendering this stairwell in here. And let's see what they got done. Oh yeah, well they got to put the ceiling up in here. All right, so they're rendering the window that was here. This window was moved actually. It was over a little bit, so now they've moved it over to this area right here, moved it a couple inches, and they've got all this rendered in here. That's all looking good. Oh, we got a beautiful breeze going, not so hot today. Didn't have any rain between like 3 and 6 this morning, because I was wide awake. And yeah, and they got this all cleaned up, all the lumber that was up here. The roofers left all their paint and junk up here. And there's my daily shot of the goat. The goats are underneath there, just chewing their cuds on their little shed there. That's coming along there. Yeah, we got some more roofing materials. Got to go into the scrap bin there. Everything else out here is looking good. Running our trash pile for the day. All right. So we got a big pile of cement they're going to clean up here and deal with here. Clean it up in here. Looks like they're getting ready to run the electrical down. This is the bathroom, the upstairs bathroom. Run that down there. Appreciate everybody watching. Fast Eddie here. That's the update for Thursday and evening. And so we got 2 more days in the week. And get you a couple more updates here. And appreciate everybody watching. And we'll see what's going on. Kind of slowing down around here, you know. And we've talked to a painter, so that's in the mix here too. But just not a lot going on. So but thanks for watching. There the guys are out here pulling some nails out of the wood, I guess. So maybe they're going to make something more scaffolding, or what they're going to make, a ladder or something. I don't know. Joshua, say hello to the goats. They're watching you. Oh yeah, we got a nice. Somebody commented that our ceiling design is going to attract spiders and lizards and geckos. Well, we haven't even got the ceiling up here, and we already got a gecko up there. Look at him. He's got something in his mouth. He's hanging out up here. Kind of camouflaged. Those things they're great for eating mosquitoes. They take care of the mosquito population. So no problems there. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here, Friday afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock. The house build. Let's see what's going on here at the house build. They are putting some lights in. They got some lights in. They got the small ones here. You can see them up there. In the ceiling there. Another one on this side here. I actually got 3 of them in this panel there. Lots of lights. Our electrician said he feels like he's building a ferry boat with all these lights on here. There's the bigger ones up there. My wife hasn't picked out the light to replace that one there. That's just a temporary one there.
That's permanent?
What?
That's permanent.
Permanent now? Alright. High-end permanent one there. Alright. We got small ones here, 2 small ones there. Some big ones there. This is the kitchen area, so there's going to be some more here. Just the 4 there, I think. Is there going to be a cabinet up here, sweetie, or is that going to be hanging lights, right?
The hanging lights, yeah.
And so what's gonna go over that?
You're gonna cover it.
Cover it with this.
Like PVC.
Okay, PVC will be up there, and there'll be some hanging lights. All right. What's going on there? They started coming here. They finished up the framing. Let me do it out here first. I got the framing down on here on the front deck out here. So that's all ready to have the panels put up. What's going on here? So they started putting the panels up right in here. Master bedroom here. They got this going on in here. Pretty straightforward. No drop down there. There'll be a drop down in this other area right here, but back there I think it's just going to be a solid here because of the plumbing and everything up there. Okay. Not sure if they framed it in the bathroom here. No, they did not. That'll happen later, I guess. Going on. And out here on the front, they built up a scaffolding slash bracing here for this lip that they're going to build to come off of the it's going to come off of this ledge there. It's going to be 60 centimeters. That is what we decided. So, probably going to put plywood up there, I assume, and then form it and pour cement. And the underside of it will probably be a hardy board, I think, what they're going to do. But we will see on that. So that's what it's going to look like. They're going to have the eave kicking out 60 centimeters right there. Yep, it's going to come around and do the same thing on this side over here. And this all here has been plastered up nicely. Getting the columns all rendered up. I keep playing plastered, but it's rendering, yeah. Doing the same thing over here. See, they're rendering over here. Ryan is tapping the drum to keep them in beat, right? Keep them in rhythm. Either that or he's annoying everybody. Yeah. Hi. Here's a view from the upstairs. They're forming their building, and it's going to have a slight incline on this, so obviously so the water runs off of it. And we're going to do there. So, there. We had a pretty good nice day today. It was overcast this morning. A little breezy. Had a good rain at around lunchtime. Came down pretty hard, then stopped, and now we're back to normal. We got a little breeze going on. Kind of warm actually. Once that rain comes down and then it warms up again, boy, it can really get humid here. I don't know where the goats are. I hear them. They're probably right outside the gate right there. I can't see them from here. Oh no, there they are on the other side of the truck there underneath the tarp. Can't see them. Oh, here we go. We're getting another delivery here. We're getting more metal, so we can for the railings. Got a big load of that, and we got some plywood coming in. Alright, that bag going on there. Lots of cement here. And those are the bags that they rejected from the first load. They were too hard, like they'd gotten wet already, so they gave us 11 ones back. Joshua and them are building this out here, so we have a decking out here for that. Lots of steel there. So they're going to rig this up here just like they did in the front, so they can pour that awning up here. There they are using their water level. That's the neat thing about this water level is you can come around a corner with it. Right there. Right there. getting the columns done over here. More rendering going on. Well, look at that. That looks good. You know, it looks good. Ah, nice big window. Tomorrow we're going to change the size though. Yeah, I think that window there should be like this size right here. A little bit different sizes between those two windows there. Getting that nice and smooth technique right there. The rendering. Got a rubber on that. What they call those things? First one they use. A paddle on it. Yeah. That was rubber too. There you can see the ring in there right there. Follow that up. Kind of gives you, it runs over across the top there. Keeps them in level. How much material did you put on there? Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. Saturday morning on the house build. Let's see what's going on here. Guys, getting started here. Here they are in the master bedroom, knocking out the ceiling. Now that they kind of got it, they've been doing this long enough, they kind of got a routine. Everything's happening, going up pretty quickly. So, it's been good. And then, hi. Pag-amping. And something about flooding too, Baha. Got a lot of the lights installed yesterday. So I'll be out of enough lights here. Out here on the side, there's Junior. Hi. Steph is down there helping out. He's under the thing, and Edgar's over there setting up his string so he can do his plastering. New noise over here, finishing, working on that column there. All right. Upstairs here. Aldo and Joshua continue to put up the forming for the awning, the cement awning that we're going to build here. They're going to build here. After they get this done, they'll probably put the plywood down. I know we ordered some more plywood. We got some old plywood we can use in the new plywood. Then they'll do the rebar. It's going to start off about, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches thick on this side, and then tapered out to a couple inches out there on the outer edge. Up there. The rain drains off of it. And it'll come around the back side here. And then it's going to run down the length of the other side of the house here. This should have been done when we originally poured everything, I think, if we'd been thinking. But kind of making this up as we go along. I didn't like how boxy this looked here, so this side of the house. So just keep plugging away. And there's a view from our deck here. Got a breezy day today, not too hot, feels pretty good actually. Had a little rainstorm last night. And which reminds me, I gotta get ice in the guy's cooler out there. Get over there and get that taken care of before they are break. Saturday morning here. We got a bunch of cement and a bunch of plumbing and electrical supplies. Hello, for the pool build. So we ordered 150 bags of cement. There's all the pool supplies, piping in there, plumbing. So that's what's going on today. All right, Saturday, and we got a couple loads of sand here, so we are ready to make concrete. Got lots of bags of cement. Ceiling's coming along nicely in there. Felix is making it look beautiful. Oh, I give Arnell credit too. We got more cement over here. Junior is making sure the ferry boat will light up, you know, keeping all the lights in place. Here's a shot of the framing they put up there for the to build the awning. This is looking from right in front of the pool, back down the house towards the gate. Down there. So now they're on the other side of the house, putting that up there. Same type of framing, and they'll do the same right in this corner here. That'll probably be next week, I guess. I'll do that, and I will probably come over here and trim these pieces off of these guys so they're not fighting it when they go to get their cement out of the way. We got some plywood there, so that's what the plywood is there for. We got more of the steel for the roofing. A lot of times they'll use the coconut lumber for framing up, or the battens or whatever you want to call it, for the roofing. Whether you're using hardy board or plywood or even the PVC panels, but I want to try to keep everything to the minimum on the wood. Not a big fan of the wood in this environment. So this is just smooth sheeted plywood here. No gorilla, what is that called? Alligator board? Crocodile board? Why this? Now we got some lights going on in the house here. Oh, the old three-way there. Probably going to take me 10 years to figure out what switches does what. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah. All right. Good. Looking good. All right. Looks nice, Junior. Good job. Aldo and Joshua up there building the forms again. And if you guys are wondering why did they tear all the scaffolding down and then rebuild it, it's because it's different, believe it or not. You can see they got the scaffolding mounted to the wall, the wood mounted to the cement there. That's going to be the bottom. You can see like over here, that is the bottom of the where the awning's going to go, where the cement's going to be poured. So the scaffolding they had before was not built in any kind of specific that we just put up there. This here is level, and then it tapers off to this side here, so it's going to be about 4 inches to about 2.5 inches, I think is what they said. For water to drain off of it. So I got this built up there. So there is some method to their madness here. Setting up for our Saturday night staff dinner. And we got the lights on in here. Looking pretty dang good. Got a light out here. Oh, 3 lights out here. Alright. On the front porch. And in here, in the bedroom, master bedroom, they're almost done. Well, 90% done with that. And walk-in closet there. Come on, Oscar. Or Oscar. Joshua, sorry. Come have some beer. Leah is here. She came over this morning. She's our hired help. She washes the clothes, washes dishes for us, and does a good job. So we keep her around.